moving on for now, let's shift our focus to a political drama in Washington. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, once hailed as a hero in the U.S. Capitol, seems to have lost his charm. During his latest visit to Washington, Zelensky's plea for aid for Ukraine drew sympathy but failed to break a stalemate in the Congress. Now, is this a sign of waning American support for Ukraine or his declining popularity within the U.S.? Let's explore this in our next report.
Zelensky's recent trip to Washington was crucial. He hoped to secure tens of billions of dollars in new aid. However, Zelensky's visit coincided with a deadlock in U.S. domestic politics. Republicans are now demanding a crackdown on migrant crossings at the U.S. border. This comes as a condition for their role for Ukraine aid, a move Democrats are unhappy about. This policy fight has left funding for Kyiv at a standstill. The White House has warned that previous rounds of aid are nearly exhausted. Congress needs to pass a new tranche by the end of the year. Now, Zelensky's failure to secure new funding marks a potential blow to Biden's foreign policy. It raises questions about Ukraine's future, given its heavy dependence on American weapons in the war. Just a year ago, Zelensky was greeted with multiple standing ovations in Congress. But even as Zelensky huddled with U.S. senators and House leaders on Tuesday morning, and then with U.S. President Joe Biden the same afternoon, sympathies were all they offered. Senators have said that while Zelensky made the stakes of their talks clear, his words didn't move the needle in Congress. Times have seemingly changed for the Ukrainian leader. There's growing skepticism about the U.S. role in the conflict, especially with the Republican-led House and the uncertain outlook of repelling Russia. U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham expressed admiration for Zelensky, but emphasized the need for border policy changes as the priority. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, wearing Ukraine's national colors, offered a grim assessment of the deal's progress, urging President Biden to get involved in the talks. Democrats accuse Republicans of being unreasonable by tying Ukraine aid to border policy. Yet in a recent meeting, Democrats showed willingness to concede further to strike a last-minute deal, even considering a new expulsion authority that could suspend asylum at the southern border under certain conditions. Now, as the deadlock continues, the future of U.S. support for Ukraine hangs in the balance. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.